Okay, quick Gale break before we go back to these women pretending they're in a good place. If you're still here, you clearly have Bravo brain like I do, so go ahead and hit subscribe. That little button under the video, that tells YouTube, yes, I do want more unhinged housewives breakdowns in my life. Now the bell is very I said what I said. That's you telling YouTube, don't play with me, I want to know the second she posts. Tap it so you're not the last one at the party asking, now how did I get in it when everyone's already in the comments? It's the season finale of The Real Housewives of Potomac, and instead of champagne flutes, Bravo's giving us a very special episode. Let's get into it. We open on a timeline supercut, the infamous body cam footage, the sentencing, the other ladies reacting. Then we cut to where we left off last week. Karen walks out of lockup like the emotional climax of a 90s after-school special. In the car, she rolls the window down and gives a soft wave to her supporters like she's leaving Coachella, not county. She closes her eyes and folds her hands, our first glimpse at a new Karen. Waiting at home, Ray cleared out the last party city in Maryland, balloons, flowers, and a welcome home banner in his favorite font. Karen arrives and her family greets her at the door. She explains the jailhouse braids. The young women inside took their own hair out to braid hers. Even in custody, Karen's got a glam squad. They move to the couch, and new Karen goes from soft launch to full rollout. She drops a parent lesson line.
I never intended for you to see me like that, but I'm glad you did.
She thanks Bridget and tells Ray he'll get his later. At this point, there's only two things left for Karen to do: eat or take a shower. Since Ray put out everything but a plate, Karen goes upstairs to take a shower. 1 week later, Andy shows up for the official Karen post-prison special. Ray answers the door, grinning like La Dame just IPO'd. He tells Andy Karen's a little different now, code for she found feelings and I'm adjusting. Karen comes down the stairs, gives Andy a long hug. They do the polite small talk before Bravo turns the lights up and remembers why they're here. Andy goes straight to the video. Karen admits she never watched the video before her sentencing. She wouldn't watch it. Wouldn't let Ray watch it. So when everyone yelled,
The video's going to nail you.
Yes.
she couldn't connect the dots. She was cloudy and in denial. She didn't see the footage until rehab. Her therapist sat beside her and made her hit play. She says she broke down watching it. She explained she was miserable at home and she just wanted to escape. Then we hit the math problem. Karen tells Andy,
I don't drink and drive. This is something I just wouldn't do, so I had to be out of it to do it.
Andy reminds her this wasn't a one-off. She pivots into a correction mode and tries to copy edit her rap sheet. Andy's point still stands. This wasn't one terrible night under duress, it was a pattern. That's why the sentence came in hot. She thought she'd get a month, maybe 3. The judge gave her a reality check. Andy asks if she has any issues with drinking. She says yes. She brands herself as a woman in lifetime recovery. From there, we pivot to Bravo Cribs Correctional Facility Edition. Karen explains the setup: steel toilet, steel sink, no grass for 6 months. Then she drops the most Karen Huger prison hack of all time.
So I saw all these young girls who were suffering with their menstrual cycle. And so they would go up and they would get their little maxi pads.
Okay.
So I went up to the CO. I said, listen, my cycle is horrendous. I'm going to need about 7 of those. So I took 7 of those and I lined my throne.
Andy rolls out clips from last year's reunion. We watch Wendy and Ashley connecting conspiracy dots with a Sharpie, talking about journalists, mystery passengers, and Karen's alleged long-term drinking habits. When they cut back, Karen starts with Ashley, real, but it was 20 years ago. Then she moves on to Wendy.
I mean, who would talk to Wendy? She lives in Timbuktu.
Andy brings up viewers who say she shouldn't be back on this platform. Karen shrugs and says she doesn't know she deserves a second chance. It has to be earned. She says she's grateful to Bravo, says the show didn't cause her spiral, it actually slowed it down. Housewives' harm reduction was not on my 2026 bingo card. It gave her routine when she was actively trying to disappear. They touch on Ray and the marriage. He told her if she gets the monkey off her back and realizes they're not meant to stay together, he'll let her go. By the end, Andy lands it. The real twist isn't the accident. It's her finally saying out loud that she was in denial. She agrees. It took 1.5 years, a prison sentence, rehab, and a steel toilet lined with maxi pads to get to the truth. But she's here now, sitting on her couch, trying to figure out if the Grand Dame costume still fits. Has Karen really changed, or is she just more careful about who's holding the camera? Drop your verdict in the comments.